Greetings everybody. This video is going to be about Rubik cubes and similar puzzles. So if you're not interested in that, I'm sorry, but you might find this video boring. And also I'm going to do it on English, and English is not my native language, so I apologize for my grammar. I'm recording this video as a thank you note to Mr. Tony Fisher, who helped me not to give up on cubing. Let me explain. There is a chance I might get petamix. That's this one. And so I wanted to connect to others in my area who might have it, or just to hear their experience with the petamix. But after logging in, I noticed their speed and averages, and I read about corner cutting, lubrication, tightening. All of this was very strange to me, so I felt ashamed of my humble I can solve Rubik cube eventually, and almost gave up on cubing altogether yesterday. I came back home after all day in office, and I looked at my cubes and I was like, I'm never going to be that fast. I'm never going to be able to learn all those finger tricks and flipping, and I mean, I can practice, but I'm not quite sure that is going to work for me. So now, since I was planning to purchase another 3x3, I found this one, the concave shaped cube. And of course, before bidding, I wanted to check her performance, and one of the videos on YouTube was concave Rubik's Cube review by Tony Fisher. And I started to watch that video, and then to my shock, I heard Tony saying he's not a speed cuber. And as I continued to watch the video, I noticed that he's solving the cube with the same speed as me, and that speed is slow. So you see, I don't use algorithms to solve the cube, let's say 3x3. So this is a scramble cube, and how I solve it is just, I look, okay, I have this piece, and this piece needs to be here. Okay, and that's my solution. Now, is this an algorithm, what I just did now? I have no idea. And I have the orange one here, and the orange one needs to go here. So now I have my cross. And how did I do that? Once again, I have no idea. And now I have red and blue, and red and blue is here. And now I do this, and now the red and blue is here. And once again, I have no idea how did I do that. So now I have green one. And you can see where I'm going with this. So I'm solving the Rubik cube, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I know that somehow this piece needs to be here. And so I do it, and this is how I solve Rubik cube. And so technically I'm not using algorithm, I'm just using pure logic, and I treat Rubik cube as a mind game. So every single time I have to invent, how do I get this one here? So I have no idea. I know I just solved it 5 minutes ago, but what was it? Was it this or this? So it was this and this and this, and that's it. So it's just like discovering America all over again. So anyway, I sent a comment to Tony Fisher on his video, and I thank him for that statement. And he responded to my comment with this. He mentioned that there is nothing to be ashamed of with slow cubing, and he also in this video stated that he's not a speed cuber, and he already mentioned that in another video. So I went on YouTube to search for that video, and I found this one, how I made my own Rubik's Cube solution by Tony Fisher. And when I saw this video, I was like, oh my god, this is exactly what I experienced with Rubik's 25 years ago, except one tiny detail. When I reached this step, so this one, when you have the two pieces upside down or on opposite places, I was too afraid. I was always too afraid to scramble the rest of the cube in order to fix that last two pieces. And I never let go of that fear, because that was my only cube. until 3 years ago, when I finally got another cube in my collection and I could risk it, and finally I solved it, of course. And so in my opinion, slow cubing means you don't use algorithms, you use logic until you are absolutely hopeless, and then you find some algorithm online. You probably have no idea how you solve the cube, so next time you have to come up with the solution all over again. And also, you probably rarely adjust or lubricate the cube if it came out okay from the box. So that's a slow cubing for me, in my opinion. And speed cubing would be use algorithms, and either you come up all by yourself, or you find them online, you look them online and look for other algorithms designed by other people. And you use finger tricks to speed up your time. Now, finger tricks, I also have no idea. I didn't have any idea what finger tricks are. So yesterday I discovered that finger tricks is when you hold the cube like this, or I don't know, and then you use your fingers to flip sides like this. So this is what you do. Or so you do this, and then you have to do this algorithm. So when this one is upside down, you need to get it back. And okay, I'm just going to do it this one because this is the only one I can do fast. And I'm not going to. I know this is not fast. Let's try it. Okay, so this is my max speed. So those finger tricks. Okay, but I can get it quite fast with this one. Maybe even with this one. Okay, but. I'm going to try it. I'm not going to say, okay, I can't do it. I'm going to try it. Maybe I'm going to learn it, those finger tricks, but that's what finger tricks are. And then you probably, as a speed cuber, you often adjust or lubricate the cube. And also, for me, yesterday was the first time to do this to my cube. I mean, I have this cube for 3 years. I never did this. I was like, what the heck is inside? Why do I care what's inside? I don't know. And I'm not going to press this cube. Just stay everything in one place. Let's try it with this one. Okay, so I don't know what this means. This means that is it tight or it's loose? Okay, it's okay. It's a cube. Okay, and also when you purchase a cube, you are looking for the cube that has a good corner cutting quality. Now, one more time, until yesterday I had no idea what corner cutting means. So yesterday I discovered that corner cutting is when you have one layer in this position. You can move another layer if the cube is good, and that is called corner cutting. So this one. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, this one has okay, so it has some. So maybe it's not a cube, maybe it's just me, because I don't know what to do. Let's try it on the original. Let's see, corner cutting. Can't even. Nah, there's no way. So it's original is. Let's try with this one. Okay. So that's corner cutting, and I believe the corner cutting problem is when you're doing those finger tricks, like do this, and sometimes this is what you get. So you moved this layer in the position you want it, but now you are automatically doing the next move and you cannot do it because everything is jammed. And that is why if you are speed cubing, so you are doing these finger tricks, you need a cube that can cut corners, unlike mine. Okay, now see, now it did. No, it's not. Okay, so that's corner cutting. So that's speed cubing for me, in my opinion. Now, for a slow cubing motto, I would say it would be, I can solve Rubik's Cube eventually. And now I'm going to talk about my time. So my fastest time to solve Rubik 3x3x3, this one, is 1.5 minutes. And my worst time would be 25 years, logically, because it took me 25 years to solve my first Rubik Cube. Because, like I told you, I was too afraid to scramble it once I got those two pieces to finish. And because I wanted to try to look for that cube because I knew I have it somewhere in one of the closets, and this is that cube, 25 years old cube. I took it to pieces because it was, I just shook it and everything fell off, and so I dismantled everything and cleaned it and lubricated a little bit. I'm not going to say with what, so nobody from the speed cubing is not going to point fingers at me. So I just lubricated with something. I put something in it to make it faster, and this is the center, and that cube is this one. So let's see, what do we have when it comes to corner cutting in 25-year-old cube. I can't even move when everything is aligned. Okay. And I noticed that this layer, okay, so you see this one has potential to be a speed cube. And also what I noticed is that something is very wrong with colors. Do you see? Something is very wrong with colors. But this cube is very good if you want to become color neutral. Also, another thing I discovered yesterday is if you are trying to solve the cube every time with a different color, so different starting color, different finishing color, that means that you are trying to become color neutral. So this one is perfect to become color neutral because you have white and yellow side by side, unlike in real cube where you have white and yellow always on the opposite side. So, and that's it. One more time, thank you, Tony, for helping me, assisting me, that just because I don't do those, this is the cube and then after a couple of seconds this is the cube, but I do it slowly and step by step, and every single time I look and I try to figure out how to solve it, and there is nothing to be ashamed of that. I just use Rubik Cube as a mind game. So and also there's nothing to be ashamed if you are a speed cuber as well. So it's just, if you prefer speed cubing, you're going to go that direction. I'm going to try to learn finger tricks on 3x3, just on 3x3, but because finger tricks on this one is, I don't think it's going to work. So it's too much. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try it on the 3x3 just to see how it goes. And what I can say is, if I get Petaminx, I'm going to solve it extremely slowly. I don't know how slow, but because I have a day job, and but I'm going to be very happy with that cube, and I believe the cube is going to be very happy with me. I'm going to take care of it, and I'm going to use my head, my logic, and only if after, let's say, 1 year or 2 years, I still don't know how to solve a last layer or even more, then I'm going to go online and look for the algorithms. Otherwise, I'm just going to take Petaminx in my hands and then twist it, and okay, now I need to get this one here. What do I do? How do I do it? How do I turn this one upside down? And I'm going to stare at it for a couple of hours, find a solution, maybe, no, then I'm going to take it tomorrow or next day, and I'm going to make a game out of it. I'm going to make something that I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to make a puzzle to be a real puzzle to me. Okay, that was it, and I hope you liked the video, and if you don't, that's also okay. And once again, thank you, Tony. In my next video, I'm going to show you how do I slow cube 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, and Megaminx. So I'm going to show you how do I slow cube them, or how do I solve them in my extreme slow speed, and that's it. That's it. That's all for me. Let me just show that I can actually solve a cube, even if it's a 2x2. What just happened? Okay, so I have. You see, this is my problem. I know how to solve 2x2, but I know how to do this. I have no idea what to do. So I go this. Is it? Yeah, see? And 5 minutes later, I will have no idea how to solve this. So, okay. And that is how you keep your purchase on eBay worthwhile. You buy something for $2 and then every day it's like brand new. Like every day you have a new cube because you have no idea how to solve it. Okay. Have a nice day and thanks for watching.